The second book I've chosen is called Bubble Bubble by Mercer Mayer. As always, I will be looking at 5 key points in deciding which book I'll be using with my students. 1. Page length. 2. I'm always looking for a potential online component that I can use to enhance the learning experience of my students. 3. The complexity and the advance of the words, how difficult they are and how easy they can be to translate or to explain to the students. 4. Letter fonts. The styling of the letters and the size of the letters as they are presented on the page. 5. Features. Anything special about the story that I can use to further increase the enhancement and the enjoyment my students get from me presenting them with the story. Now let's look at some of the pages from the book. I'll be looking at the book from the view of the 5 points that I mentioned in the previous video. One, page length. This book is more than 24 pages long. That includes publication date and some activities at the back end of the book. Even though the book is longer than the previous book that I covered, I think this book is more simplistic. I think the age range for this book would be from approximately grade 1 to possibly grade 2 or 3. 2. There are online components available for this particular story. Not many, but there are a few. I think it's important to include an online component to this book because it might be difficult to find this book in physical form. With an online component, you do not need many copies of one particular book to be able to cover the story with one's students. 3. Words. I think the wording and the vocabulary used in this particular story is a lot more simplistic than that used in the previous one that I discussed. I think it should be easy for students to be able to master the simple art of reading along with the teacher and following the story in their books. 4. Letter fonts. The fonts in this particular book is really large, a lot larger than in the previous book, and really pop up from the page. I do not think these particular fonts will get lost against the vibrant background from the pictures in the book. 5. Features. One of the things that has not been discussed about this book is that many previous teachers have created lesson plans based on this particular story. A simple online search would show that there's many activities that's been created using this story. I think it would help for any potential teacher that wants to present the story to take a look at these to come up with some good ideas about how to design some interesting worksheets or activities based around the contents of this book.